This is day 52 of trying to get to 2000 ELO on chess.com. My current rating is 1685, and I'm versing someone who's rated 1669. And I'll probably just end up castling kingside. So yeah, I usually put my knight on d2. I don't like to block my dark squared bishop, especially when his bishop is going to be on the same diagonal. So I'll put my knight on d2. I'll push this pawn to stop his knight from coming here, and I'll push this pawn to stop his knight or his bishop from coming here. And then I usually always just push c4, but first I'll push h3. I have to watch out for him moving his knight too, because the bishops are on the same diagonal. So, and sometimes I'll move my rook to defend my bishop more. So he pushes this pawn. If I take, he's probably just going to take with his pawn. Pushing doesn't really look like a good move. So I'm going to take, and he's probably going to take with his pawn. That's actually a good move by him because I can't push c4 now. Well, I could, but this pawn would be isolated. If I were to push c4, then he could just en passant, and then this pawn is isolated. So I'm not going to push this pawn anymore. And I think I'll just castle, and maybe I'll reroute my knight, or maybe push this pawn to open up my rook file. Push f4. Okay, so he moves his knight, which also kind of opens up his bishop a little bit. It looks like he's trying to go here, which I actually don't even. I have seen that before, where I wasn't able to push this pawn, and then they try and like put a pawn here. I'm not really worried about that, because I actually kind of want it to trade off my bishop, because it's completely useless. So it also looks like he might be trying to go here. But if I were to push this pawn, then I blunder a fork. So that's really annoying. So I'm going to go here and hope that he just goes here, and then I just take. And if he plays like some other move, I'm just going to take his knight, because I don't like how the knight can just hop into my position, because I need to push this pawn. So I'm going to take this knight. Okay, so I was thinking about taking this knight, but now since his bishop is here, I don't think that makes a lot of sense to have his bishop just in my position. So I'm not really sure what I should play now. I'm going to put my knight here to try and go here. I would say I'm probably losing a little bit, because he can just start pushing these pawns. So, but if he goes here now, I think I'm just going to go here, attacking his bishop. And then if he moves it back, I would just, I don't know if I can take that pawn. He might just move his queen here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'll attack his bishop. And now my position looks a little bit better. I think rerouting my bishop to target this pawn makes sense, because I won't be able to break through these two pawns here. Okay, my opponent retreats their knight. Very, very interesting. The first move that comes to mind is me taking this knight, because it isolates his pawn. And then the second move would be to take this. And my opponent can either take with the knight or with the pawn. Taking with the pawn looks interesting, because the rook file gets opened. Yeah, I was gonna take this bishop, but I'm just gonna reroute my bishop, because yeah, I just feel like this bishop needs to be here. My queen needs to be here. Okay, so now he goes for the bishop trade. I don't mind that at all. But now the knight can hop in here. Okay, never mind. He decides to take with the queen. I thought he was going to take with the knight, and then his knight was going to get here. But so he takes with the queen. He's attacking my knight. If my knight goes here, he could probably push this pawn, and that doesn't look good for me. But if I go here, he's probably still just going to push this pawn. Yeah, I don't think having my knight on the corner over here is really useful. Even though he gets to push this pawn with a tempo, I think I can just maneuver my knight around. I'm probably losing, and he decides not to do that. I'm going to go here, and I need to be extremely careful because my king is opened, and his bishop is on the same diagonal as my rook. But I'm sensing that he's gonna start pushing all these pawns, and I need my rook to be open. So I also need to move my bishop into a better position. Okay, so my opponent takes. His knight's attacking, so I can't take this with my rook. So I'm going to take it with my bishop. And if knight takes, I'll just take with my rook. I don't think I've blundered anything yet. Oh, maybe this bishop move is good. I guess that doesn't really affect me that much. They could win my knight, but... Well, they could trade their bishop off for my knight. But if they were to go here, I have this check, bishop takes, and then my rook would be here. I could put my rook here and hope he just takes. Oh my gosh. Rook here, and then I hope he just takes. Should I go for that move? Or I could go here. If I was playing a bullet game, I probably would just put my rook here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go here, check, attacking his queen, so his bishop has to take, and then my rook takes. And I think just getting rid of this bishop is good for me. And then, ooh, I did not see that move. So my opponent's threatening to put his knight here, attacking my queen, but he's also blocking off my rook's retreat. I'm going to go here. If he pushes this pawn, I can... No, I think I messed up. Oh, I messed up. I thought I could sacrifice because I had a fork, but his rook just defends. So now I'm kind of... I don't know what to do now. If I were to sacrifice and his pawn takes, this is a fork, but if I sacrifice, his queen's gonna take and it's still a fork. Oh my gosh. Thank God. I thought I well, I did blunder, but I didn't see that was a fork as well. That was kind of lucky. So I'm up now because my knight's gonna take back and my opponent resigns. His knight move is a blunder, is because I'm attacking his queen, but once he moves his queen, it looks like this diagonal is very weak. So I'm not sure what the best move is. Maybe just moving my knight back. I don't know, but his diagonal is very weak. So I missed that. And my best move here was to sacrifice my bishop, because if he takes, then I have this fork. But obviously, if I were to have done that, he probably wouldn't have taken. But yeah, I missed that. This entire time, I was always looking at this knight fork, and so when he played this, I thought I couldn't do anything because I thought I was looking at this. This is what I was looking at this fork. If he would have taken with the pawn, so if he were to take him with the queen, I thought there was no fork. But then I looked over here and I saw, oh, that's a fork. And so that's why I won. So my rating is 1693, percentile 99.2, and a high of 1882.